Hey everybody, I'm coming to you in the wild from outside of a used bookstore. This is one of my favorite things to do when my FOMO starts kicking in. My fear of missing out is to make the rounds of all the local used bookstores, and I will check in once I get inside, and we'll see if they have any cool SK treasures on their shelves today. The first area I check is in the general rare books area. Things are arranged alphabetically, and I don't see any king. Not today. They also keep the really, really cool stuff behind the counter. And I see a king item, and it's a copy of Riding the Bullet, which is a screenplay, and a story rolled into one book, but they want $250 for it, so I will pass on that today. Hey, watching this video back, I realized that I seemingly very flippantly just dismissed Riding the Bullet out of hand. So I want to provide a little bit of context that book has been there for quite a while, and there's a reason for that. And I have had the opportunity to look it over before and passed on it. So what that book is, Riding the Bullet, that special limited edition, was released in 2010 by Lonely Road Books in 3 states. The gift, numbered and lettered. And what they had there at the store was the gift edition, which originally published in a 3,000 copy print run, was priced at $75 and came in a slipcase, which that book at the bookstore does not have. So it's missing its slipcase. It's the common edition of kind of a niche title to begin with, and it is not signed by anybody. So that's why I came to the conclusion that it is dramatically overpriced at $250. And what looked like I was just dismissing it out of hand, I actually had carefully considered it and looked it over before, and so did not need to consider it again. But anyway, on with the treasure hunt. And here we are in the general horror stacks. You gotta start in the B's and look for some Bachman stuff. I see one thing that's covered. That could be interesting. Clive Barker, that's worth looking at. I always stop in H's to look at Joe Hill. Nothing jumps out at me there. And then Stephen King starts on this bottom row. Black House, some recent stuff. Dark Half, kind of a gnarly looking copy of The Wastelands trade paperback. And then up top, Dark Tower. Interesting. Desperation. Pretty decent size collection today. At the old half-price books, but nothing immediately jumps out at me. So what has to happen for stuff to end up here is that people sell their stuff to the store and they get a price, usually not a great price, and then it ends up on the shelves. And sometimes when lightning strikes, you find a really actually quite valuable book just on the general stacks here for $8. And sometimes in their rare and collectible editions, you'll find an incredibly common, like, copy of the Tommyknockers or something for $80 to $100. So for lightning to strike, people have to sell their stuff, not really know what they have, be willing to take a low price. The store has to not realize what they have, then they put it out on the stacks for a low price, and you would be surprised, as unlikely as it seems, how many times lightning has struck at Half Price Books for me in regards to Stephen King. And it's what keeps me coming back, because you just never know. And it could drive me crazy if I thought about it too much. Oh, there might be something there right now. I have to go, I have to check the stacks, because you just never know. And then, because I'm always interested in paperbacks as well, I come over and check out the paperbacks, the classic and vintage paperbacks I'm always interested in. And I found a few of those here as well. So the subtitle of this video will be, in which Mark does not find an amazing deal at Half Price Books. But I didn't leave empty-handed, and I'll show you what I got. If you followed me this long, I owe it to you to show you what I did pick up. So I got a copy of Debbie Harry's Cuckoo album on vinyl, because Debbie Harry is one of my all-time celebrity crushes, and because the artwork was created by H.R. Geiger, or Giger, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm a fan of both of these individuals, so it's really cool. I could see myself hanging this up on the wall. I could see the rest of my family not necessarily appreciating that, so maybe it'll just go in the collection. But anyway, this channel's about books, not about vinyl. So I also picked up a standalone movie tie-in paperback of The Mist, because The Mist, while it was published in Skeleton Crew, it is a major Stephen King work. In my opinion, it's a major Stephen King work. And the fact that it shows up in Skeleton Crew with all that other content just makes Skeleton Crew such a great value, in my opinion. But I'm interested in standalone versions of the novellas that have come along the way, because they were all written at different times in Stephen King's career. And I see value in placing this in my collection chronologically based on when it was actually written. So that is what I will endeavor to do. And I spent all of $3.50. So not every trip to Half Price Books is an amazing trip for the ages, but you would be surprised. Enough of them are that it gets my FOMO kicking in every so often and keeps me coming back. There's a couple of them around where I live, and there's a couple other used bookstores as well, and periodically I make the rounds to check and see what's new. But anyway, this is a different type of video. I'm sorry that it wasn't like a diamond in the rough type of thing, but I thank you for your time, and I will talk to you later.